All right. Yeah. So, good evening, everybody. Can you guys hear me?
Can we share links? You also
Mm,
make an announcement.
yeah. So it's to just pick up
Okay,
the link from the
okay,
Twitter.
you're next.
Should be seeing it. Yeah. Mm, let me get the link. Let me check on the submissions. Yeah. Okay, I've copied the link here. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. So this is basically like a kind of not really like a workshop, but a preview of the ongoing graveyard hackathon that we have going on like currently. So you have me, you have midday, and you also have like inspiration. So what I'm just going to be doing today is we just go through the tracks, we go through like what the documentations look like, we go through and also our builders who have been shipping one or two things and also look at what they have been working on. And then maybe if you have like questions and all that you could ask. So apart from being active in the developers chat, we decided to come also on a live stream and just sync with everybody and you know how it goes. So I'll just allow Midi to talk, and then maybe after Midi inspiration, so we'll just like go through documentations and just fun. Yeah. So Midi Alpha.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. GM, everybody. Super excited to be here tonight. The Graveyard Hackathon is ending tomorrow, and if you've been participating, I guess this is the best call that you should join. Basically, to know everything relating to submissions and tracks where you need to submit to as well, right? Because there are several tracks, and you need to know what those tracks are about, and just to maximize your chances of winning, right? So this is more like a chat or a call or something, but it's not really a workshop. We're not doing anything too technical. We're just going to run through the sponsors and the tracks you need to be aware of. So we're going to be taking it one after the other, but I'll be opening the floor to inspiration now. He's going to be taking a number of sponsors, telling you what they do and what you need to know about them, right? So, inspiration, you have the floor, please.
Yeah, GM everyone, can you hear me? Let me see if I'm using the right microphone. Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah, GM,
Yeah, can you hear you?
like everyone has said. So, welcome to a chat. It's maybe a coffee chat, but there's no coffee here. It's just at night, sir. All right, so let me just share what I have. So, it's about the hackathon that's currently going on, and what do you need to know? At least some people have been building. So, if you've been building, yeah, kudos to you. If you've not been building, ah, well, no problem. Let's get it. So it's a graveyard hackathon. What does that even mean? The hackathon was listed in February, right? So it's supposed to be a season of love. See, February 12th. But no, Solana said we want to do graveyard. Okay, so the hackathon is just about reviving the old metas on Solana. Everything that has died, they are bringing resurrection power to them, right? Amen. Okay, so the first one on our list is Exchange Arts. That is the first. That's the first sponsor. So we go to, let me see the tweet. Solana Graveyard. Uh, I'll pull that one up for a minute. Okay, let me just open this one first before we get to this. This Exchange Arts is one of the sponsors we'll be looking at, and this is what they do. This is their Twitter. I'm not sharing this. Let me share this tab then. So this is Exchange Arts, the Solana Art Marketplace. It is basically an NFT marketplace, but they are not selling it like an NFT marketplace. They're selling it like a digital arts marketplace, right? You go to their website. It says if it can load. Yeah. Collect sell, just like OpenSea, but they are bringing this kind of culture to it that it is more personal to a user, more personal to a regular artist, right? So what they want you to do for this hackathon is, yeah, share this tab instead. So for the category of hackathon, since they are sponsoring this track, what they want to do is just create a tool for art. That's one thing. Create a tool for art, might be building uh, an SDK, a platform, a new website for art using their own platform also. Just create a tool for SD for art, or you create another that's very very impressive, or you create a trendy or a good meme and bunk artwork. So those are if you check these places, exchange arts, most innovative art to open call, best in show, whatever form of art you feel that is very very good to them. Whatever art you might think this thing will be like a banger tweet, a banger art. That's what they want. And if you can create a bunk artwork too, you know the bunk meme, right? You can create a meme around that. It's like I said, if you've not been building, you are late. But if you have been building, you're cool. If you're not be building, you're late. But there are still some things you can still get on and do. Like this meme, you can create a bunk meme, and I just win that track. So moving on to the next person, and the total track is 2.5 for most innovative to 1.5 for that, and 1K for that one. So the next one is Drip House. A lot of people know Drip, right? So it's still another NFT marketplace, images, GIFs. So let me go to their website directly. So share this tab instead. Yeah, so this is what Drip is about. It's an NFT marketplace. Also, you can list an NFT, you can auction. So you can check different auctions that are up, bidding for whatever the highest bidder. Just the old craze that died some years ago. We're bringing them back. So for this particular hackathon, for this particular track, let me share this tab. What they want you to do is noise. Be very loud about Drip for you to win this track. Be loud about Drip. Show up for Drip. Just bring the news back. Bring that meta back. Be loud about it. Shout about this is what I've been on Drip. And okay, let me go show verbatim. Say be best new Drip channel or most active supporter or brands or project that participates. So just be active with Drip. Show up with NFTs, create NFTs, promote NFTs, wherever you can. So be loud about it. That's basically what the requirement is for this hackathon. And you can see they need just two winners, right? 250 for the first one, 250 for the second person. So that's what Drip is about for this hackathon. So see, just think of, okay, can I still start creating noise about this for before the next 2 days? Who knows? And if you've been doing so, cool too. So let's get to the next person. Tapestry, tapestry. English is that. Okay, so what they do is social Web3. It's just like a suite of SDKs and a suite of APIs and SDK for you to build your own on-chain wherever. You can build your on-chain Twitter without thinking about the backend, without thinking about database, without thinking about anything. Just use the APIs. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Um, Tapestry.dev. Share this tab instead. Yeah, so make any social app, make any app a social app. That's what they say. Check the documentation. It's just APIs, SDKs to build. You can build Twitter with this thing. I don't need to think about your database. Just get an API key. You can see creating a user profile. You can create a profile with the SDK or with the API, any of them. You can use the API URL, or you can create an instance of the SDK with an API key. Then, just like a mega database, a mega on-chain database. So all these instructions are calling on-chain functions, real life, right? And your profile picture is an NFT. So you just build anything social around any social application around the SDK and APIs. That's what Tapestry is about. Tapestry. I'll pretend it's Tapestry. So that's what they're about. Everything you want to do, create a profile UI, generate and managing content, like all those follow, just a massive social engine. That's what they do. So it removes the complexity of building from scratch. That's what they do for Solana and a couple of blockchains, but Solana. So next person, and okay, what you need to do to qualify for that track is just build any social app with the app APIs or ATK. So that's why it says to fight for the first position and. So build any social application or protocol that brings social experience on chain. That's what the issue is about. Next person on the list is the one and only Magic Block. If you don't know Magic Block, I don't know, but you should know Magic Block. If you don't know Magic Block, yeah, that's what I mean. So Magic Block is basically the powerhouse for real-time applications on Solana. Everything. Let me show up their beautiful websites. Let me show off. Oh, I was not sharing that up, right? Okay. So this is Magic Block, the real-time engine. That's basically what they do. It's as simple as that. Straightforward. Let me share this tab. So what Magic Block does in detail is the power for real-time applications, games, DeFi, privacy applications, anything. A lot of people have done a number of things with Magic Block, right? Of I think it says my internet's lagging. Am I? Can you see me?
Yeah, I don't think it's from you.
Oh, okay.
It's not-
Video is using Starlink. It's linked to the stars. Let me get back to it. So we have Magic Block. So, but for this particular hackathon, what you need to build is just a game, build a financialized game. That's in the way they put it. So, whatever game you are building that has to do with internet tokenization, using all of their financial primitives. We check the docs. Let me get back to Magic Block, and you see what's that instead. Solution build better docs instead. And we have there's this you can use pricing oracles if you want to do, but again, time is of the essence, right? So if you still want to jump on this, you might should we jump on this if today is 26. Forget about that one. So but that's basically what Magic Blocks about. Just build a game with the SDK, with their SDKs. And so the next person on the list is KD Labs, KYD Labs. I'm very interested in this one because this is this is really the definition of graveyard hackathon. It is all they do is on-chain ticketing. This method died a long time ago. So it's you want to build an application that uses NFTs as tickets. Like you're issuing tickets to an event, and the ticket is on chain. It's just, taking us back, right? Bringing back memories. That's basically what they do. Just build a ticketing platform.
every
What am I
every
saying?
NFT project, everybody that have always wanted to be there around NFTs, the first thing that they always do is
It's ticketing.
to ticket.
I always anytime someone tells me about that time, "Bro, just leave that thing alone. Leave
If
it
you're going to
alone."
be doing around what do you call it, NFT, and your first idea is not ticketing, I don't think you understand NFTs. I think ticketing is like the easiest what
Application
do you call
for
it,
it. Use case,
proof of
yeah.
concept application for NFTs. So well,
Let me
yeah.
show what let me show what their website looks like. So give them the benefit of
The
the doubt.
hackathon should be ending tomorrow. We've been doing the announcement in the group chat about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I
but
know
let
I
me
know a couple
check.
of products. Yeah, I know a couple of products that are already doing ticketing. If they can just spin up to use these people's SDK. There are other people that are already doing ticketing on Solana, so you can just plug in the SDK into it. That's basically the requirement for this. So this one you can still participate in this if you already have a ticketing application on Solana. Yeah.
Mm,
So
I think everybody in the chat is asking when the hackathon is ending.
28,
There are
28.
28. Today is
Yes,
26.
26. So we have
So
two.
about is
You can use Cloud to build it to 24 hours, then
uh
submit 29.
is that
So
that's crazy. It
it's crazy
make no
actually.
mistakes. Use the next ticketing app. Make no mistakes.
Make no mistakes. My house rent is on the line. You put Claude in a very tight environment to deliver. So that's are the five talking about, and I'll leave the next two midday. So start building. If I start submitting now, because building, you can start building now, but start submitting now. And this is the link I was looking for before. Yeah, let me
Yeah, I
see.
mean, because well, I don't know. I think it's developers' nature whereby you don't prepare submissions until probably 1 hour or 2 hours before
Deadline
the end
mode.
of submission.
Deadline
And,
mode.
and
So by now, I think you should have probably be done with your product or your project, right? And you should be preparing for submission. If you're not even submitted, right? So
update
if you
your
want to share a
submission.
link,
Someone is saying, how can I update my submission for the graveyard hackathon? I think I will just see if I could get how you can do that. But generally, I don't know because I've not submitted yet. So it's not like Colosseum where you update. This is run by Foundation, I think. So maybe it's a one-off stuff, but I will just ask and see if it's something that could be sorted out if it's a one-off thing. But yeah, if you submitted links, I think all you could do is to just update your link, update your submissions that are pointing to those links. So unless it's there is a new link you want to submit. But yeah, everything is good. You can continue.
okay, okay, cool. So we'll just get the link and share. But let me share my screen. Hmm, okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
All right, cool. Makes sense. So
No,
I'm just
no
gonna
added.
continue.
The screen is not added to
Oh,
the
oh,
background.
I need to add it to stage. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's up now.
Okay, okay. Okay, makes sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue from where inspiration stopped, and that's DAO, right? We all know what DAOs are. Just like NFTs, I think an entry point into blockchain or knowing about how blockchain work is decentralization, decentralized autonomous organizations, right? So just like DAO, right? It's simply the replica of how centralized governments are, but in a decentralized manner. So we can all agree that we, at some point during our transition into blockchain development, we've heard of DAOs, right? But for some reason, the whole hype, the buzz around DAOs sort of dropped a bit, except you're really, really deep into it, right? These days, you barely hear people talk about it in the open, right? And this is one of the tracks in the Graveyard Hackathon that Solana is looking for more developers to sort of revive the hype around it. And for this track, it is being sponsored by Realms, and they have three prize pools. So the first one is $2,500, which is around governance builders, toolings, and governance system on Realms. So they want you to build tools around governance on Realms, right? The second one is $1,500, and it's around extensions, right? Integrations of plugins that can expand Realms capabilities. So the best way to just envision this is how your browser works. Your browser has a feature called extension, right? There are certain things you can do on your browser, but you cannot carry them out natively, but you need an extension to do things like that. So extensions help you basically, just as the name implies, extension extends your capabilities, right? So for this price pool, 1,500, Realms is looking for developers to sort of expand and build extensions based on what Realms already have, right? And the final one is $1,000, which is authority first organization. So organization with strong on-chain authority. So they're looking for you to build strong organizations, right, that can use their DAO infrastructure. So it's $5,000 stated earlier, and 2.5 for tools and governance systems, 1.5 for integrations or extensions, and then $1,000 for you to actually build on the infrastructure itself. Again, it's nothing too technical. All you just need to do is to visit their documentation, click on it, and you'll be able to get started easily, right? So I guess that is it on realms. I don't want to go into too much technical conversations. I'm just going to take the next one, which is loyalty. So loyalty, it's an interesting part of how transactions are done, how customers are being managed, how things are done basically. Anything related to commerce, right? Anything related to buying, selling, sending, holding money, or handling finances, right? Loyalty is one big part of it. Um, and that is because customers or businesses rather, they always look for ways to make the customer experience better for their apps, right? And loyalty is one of them, right? So you would often see examples of where maybe when you buy three, you get one free. You buy five, you get 10% discount. All those things are loyalty programs where businesses use to sort of incentivize their customers to make them come back. Basically, to build loyalty between you and your customers, right? You as a business with your customers. So for this track, loyalty is being sponsored uh, by Talk, right? And they have $1,000 in their price pool. So what they're saying basically is build loyalty programs, reward systems, or token-based incentive mechanism using Talk. So maybe you're doing something around tokens. Maybe your DApp has its own native token, right? And you want to integrate loyalty into your DApp. Talk is basically telling you to come use their infrastructure in your app to incentivize your users, right? And they have $1,000 in their price pool. Again, to get started is basically simple. Click on join. You need to create an account, and then you head over to the documentation to see how um, to integrate it, right? So that is it on loyalty. The next one is metaverse, and that one is sponsored by Portals. So the thing with metaverse is that it's something I'm particularly interested in, especially during the time when VR, AR was very popular. Like it just came in and everybody was just, oh, you can teleport into a different world. You can do this, you can do that, you can play games, you can talk to someone, you can have a different feel of a different world, right? Of an artificial world, right? And it just stuck to my mind that what if you could actually carry out blockchain actions in your AR VR world, right? And to my surprise, Portals came, right, and they built an infrastructure where you can do all of this, and they are sponsoring a track in this price as well, which is $3,500, and what they want you to do basically is build virtual worlds, 3D spaces or spatial experiences on portals, right? So you can think of maybe a Solana based shop or something, right? Where you can actually integrate Solana and make it in a 3D world in a way, right? So that's pretty much it. There is nothing too technical or too hard to explain there about it. So I'll go on to the next one, which is decentralized science. This is another interesting one sponsored by Bio Protocol, but let me open their link. Oh, yeah, but while I'm opening their link, let's just talk about it. So there's DeFi, there's DAOs, and now science as well, right? Basically decentralizing science. And this one, it's pretty new, and for some reason it is not getting the buzz or the attention that it actually deserves, right? And again, just as the name of the hackathon implies, graveyard hackathon, they are basically looking for developers to come revive those niche, those areas where blockchain is not really performing, right? And decentralized finance science is actually one of them. In fact, if you talk to probably maybe 100% of blockchain enthusiasts or people who know about blockchain, there's a high chance that a good number of them will probably don't know anything about decentralized science, right? And it's not just a coincidence. It's just that that niche or that area is not as active or as engaging or as interesting as areas like DeFi is, right? So this is decentralized science, and it is being sponsored by Bio Bio Protocol, and they have $1,000 in prize pool, and they're asking you to build decentralized science applications on Solana from research from research funding to open data sharing. So you can think of things around research, around data, just something that sort of integrates blockchain, which is Solana to be specific, and science, right? So first place is going on with $750, while second is going with $250. And this is their web page. Again, it's simple to get started. Um, Scan through the web page and click on the launch app button, and you should just get on with it from there. So the final one, which is Sunrise DeFi, um, let me open that as well. Oh, where is Sunrise DeFi? Migrations. Is this
This
one?
final one, I think
Yeah,
that's
so
still like a
Sunrise
lot we
DeFi.
don't talk about.
Yeah, so the thing is, I think after the announcement was made, some other protocols came in as sponsors, but I'm just working with the official announcement. Then we can actually run through other
Okay.
ones as well. Yeah. So this is migrations. Migrations has probably the highest price from all the tracks. Yeah, they have $7,000 in price pool. And what you're saying basically is that you should help projects migrate to Solana from other ecosystem. So you can think of building bridges, you can think of building a tool that sort of transports programs on other blockchain to work on Solana. You can think of onboarding guides as well, right? Um, there are not a lot, but I know of one, right? But I'm just going to focus on this call so I don't um, divert, right? But what they are basically telling you to do is to learn more about their tool and also use it to build things like bridges. Like, so if you have a token on blockchain A, but you want it to come to Solana, how will you do it? How will it work and all of that? Just build it out and make the migration easier, right? So it's just basically migrating from one ecosystem to Solana, right? And they have $7,000 in prize pool, $3,000 for first place, $2,500 for second, and 1,005 for the third place. So yeah, so let's just open Sunrise. Let's see what the documentation looks like. Um, yeah, I might install a link eventually. But yeah, okay, it's opening. Oh, it's here finally. So this is sunrise. Oh, I see why sunrise is taking a while to load actually. This will take forever. I think he has some serious animations and
It
my
takes a while
internet
for the sun to rise. It takes a while for the sun to rise. So give it time.
is very short. Please don't come with those jokes. So I think he has some serious assets that and my network needs to fetch and all of that, but my internet is sort of slow. Again, we're not doing anything in depth or too technical. We are just glancing through the sponsors, um, what you need to know about them, and how you can best approach your solution, right? So this is Sunrise. You can open the link on your end at sunrisedefi.com. You should be able to access their documentation and everything. Again, they want you to build migrating tools from other ecosystem to Solana. So that is it on the official announcement. But outside that, I think art came in new and music as well, and also Blinks. Yeah, yeah. Okay, art is there already. I think Blinks and music are the latest or the most recent sponsors. Let me just run through them. So this is music by Audios. Yeah, and I think Audios actually had an hackathon one time. I think that was last year. I can't remember, but I think they did held an hackathon. But yeah, they're sponsoring this hackathon as well, and the price is $3,000. And what they're asking you to build is basically tools that can help creators or artists or anyone into the music industry or entertainment industry, right? To sort of be part of on chain, right? So you can think of uh, things like maybe payments. I think payment is an easy way to get into this, right? What other thing? I won't say data, but I think payment is one way that you can use to onboard creators and artists into the Solana ecosystem. And that's basically what they're asking you to do. So build tools using their APIs that would enable artists or creators to earn, right? So first place is going with $2,000, and the second place is going with $1,000. And the last but not the least, which I think everyone should know about, regardless of the time you join the ecosystem, because it blinks at some point. Last year was everywhere, right? And I'm surprised that he didn't get the what should I call it, the explosion, the expansion that I actually wanted it. Yeah, yeah, the traction, everything, right? Because it was a wonderful technology, right? But again, things happen, and that is why they're asking you to come build on Blinks again. So basically, resurrect Solana actions and Blink, build platforms, SDKs, or trading tools that bring Blinks back to life using Orbit, Flares, Infra, and trading APIs. So Blinks are basically actions that you can take in any environment or in any social media app, right? It's somewhat embedded into wherever you are, right? So you can carry out Solana actions on Twitter, on Discord, and several other places, right? And they're asking you to come resurrect that, build tools, build SDKs, or anything, right? Using Orbit Flames infrastructure and their trading APIs. And this is a $1,200 price pool, with the first person going with $750 and the second person going with $450. So to learn more about Orbit Flame, Orbit Flare rather. Just click on the link, and it should take you to their X handle. From their X, you can access their web page, their Discord, and their Telegram group chat. Right. Um, but yeah, aside all of these tracks, they are also main winners of the hackathons, right? So you can think of the overall submissions, right? The top three submissions will now go with a larger prize pool, which the first one is $15,000, second place is $10,000, and third one is $5,000. And these ones are sponsored by Solana Foundation itself. So this one is by Solana Foundation, and the other ones are basically by their sponsors, right? So I guess that would be it. Again, the submission due date is tomorrow. So ensure you're done with your product or your project, um, and submit. Submit. If you can submit a day before, it will help. And maybe you update your submissions if you make new updates, right? Instead of having to rush towards the end. So I guess that will be it from me. And I'll be opening the floor to Alex and Inspiration now if they have additional things to add to the conversation. So that's it. Thank you.
I think pretty much is a good one, honestly. So, for the hackathon, I think you guys have literally like explained everything that is required, and just like every hackathon, you need to like have, what do you call it, a pitch deck. You need to also have maybe an explanation video of what you are doing and all that. But yeah, the submission requirements might change, but that's like a standard if you want to submit. So if you are participating in the hackathon, these are just things that are required. Somebody said we've not talked about tapestry already. Did we? Is there anything like tapestry on the
Yeah,
hackathon track?
I talked about it. You can get the link to it's like I print the link if they want to go over it. The
Okay, 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 okay. So, but for me, my best bet for the hackathon would be like around maybe blinks and NFTs with what people are doing or what I might be seeing on the timeline, or maybe the biases because of what I'm submitting. I don't know. But then, but yeah, I think we are going to like see a whole lot of different sometimes I call them Ponzinomics because at the end of the day everything goes to zero. So but we're going to be seeing a whole lot of mental gymnastics and people trying to like do a whole lot of things. You know, it's not easy to raise something from the dead. Although they say what is dead may never die, or I don't know how they say that thing. But it's just fun seeing the type of projects that are coming out from our end, honestly. And I don't know if you guys have seen anyone or you want to talk about some of the ones you've seen so far, but like generally, I think they are pretty much good ones I have seen. But I don't know why they have not started tweeting and all that. But yeah, so I don't know if there's anyone you guys saw. Maybe you want to share that already, like live and all that. Maybe we could even like say try it out. But I've not seen anyone I can try out. Let me know
NFT
my
ticketing.
ops. So the question with the NFT ticketing is that nobody have actually like maybe done it too right for people to like adopt it massively. And I also feel like ticketing is baked natively in NFTs, right? That's where you have gated communities with NFTs. That's pretty much ticketing, but they don't want to call it that. So you also have, let's say, if you want to attend to some so stuff, you need to have that NFTs and all that. So I think ticketing is just the basic use case of NFTs before any other thing, before the lending and borrowing and every other thing that comes with it. But yeah, maybe we could see other use cases that will come up. You never can tell. Yeah, so that's from my end on things so far we've seen. So I don't know
I
for you
think
guys. And
I think the reason why the NFT ticketing has not gained adoption in the regular world is because they are trying to sell it as an NFT. Just sell your platform as a ticketing platform. People will use it, but you might be doing NFTs under the hood. But the fact that you are putting it NFT ticket, nobody cares about the fact that it's NFT. Bro, just you are just building a ticketing platform.
it's general right now because even now people don't want to know that they're using crypto or not. Just like make their life easy. Whether you're doing
Yeah,
it on
actually.
Solana or any other chain, because I'm not marketing anybody's chain. So so, but yeah, people just want to have like the best experience and abstract all the um technical jargons and technical gymnastics away from them. So that's why I feel like maybe the best product that will win are the best products that just allow people to trade, allow people to do their stuff without bugging them with a whole lot of technical stuff. But yeah, we never can tell. Those of us that are nerds, we always want to know, oh, how good is the latency? How like can I send this thing in 0.01 second? Like those kind of things that will be freaking you out, and you're like, oh. But generally, it's not how it is. Sadly, crypto is no longer for the technical people. Everybody is now like a crypto native individual. So you need to like build out like best experiences, build out things that anybody can use. Like literally, people can now install OpenClaw themselves. I can remember when OpenClaw started. You need to be like at least an average developer to know how to like run OpenClaw, right? But right now, people can just like click a few buttons and then you get it set up. So that's and you see that the number of users keeps increasing daily. But when it started, it was like very difficult and all that. So break barrier to entry for people, and I think your product will stand out. So let's just see how submission goes. Another thing before we close, maybe out of or the topic we are talking about, I just saw like the writer's bounty was published and the timeline is like crazy. So I don't know why people are shocked. I'm just waiting for the video bounty to come out and like people.
It's going to be chaos.
But yeah, honestly, one thing people need to understand is that judgments are always subjective to whoever the judge is, right? So, and one of the reasons I still say is that participating in bounties is for two things: for it to win and for it to have like a solid proof of work. So, if out of these two things you don't have any of them in mind, of which the first one should always be in your mind to win, but if in case you don't win, you have like the second one. And for those that will see is a members only stuff and they are not doing for others. I don't really have anything to say around that, but yeah, maybe you could become a member, and being a member is basically like contributing actively and all that. But most bounties are not just for members, like to be honest. So that's for the bias around that. But yeah, the one I'm keen on is just seeing like the developers bounty submissions. Like forget about the writers and the video guys. So far I'm seeing like 22 submissions, and I don't know, but maybe, and I think we have like about how many more days to it? Around 19. No, not 19. We should
No,
have
12, 10, 11 ish.
yeah, I think it's 11 more days to it, and there's already 22 submissions. So I can't wait to see like what people have shipped. And now that we have Claude, imagine AI agent writing AI agent wallet for an AI agent. Crazy.
That is sick.
So like, well, whatever. But literally, what I said is basically what is going to happen. But yeah, let me just do like I don't know. So there is bounties going on. So there are lots of opportunity going on. We have like bounties. We have hackathons. We have. I think they just concluded in Tech Fest, and we also had like what do you call it again? Enugu Builder Store that just concluded, and the next one pretty much be like for those in the south, and maybe you never can tell. There should be startup village around next month, so there are like opportunities for anybody that is building. A few persons also like got grants to host like workshops. Some got grants because of what they are doing. So like expect to see a lot of things happening on the timeline from next week. And if you have like any cool thing you're working on, don't forget that you could always like reach out to me and we'll go through it. Reaching out to me also doesn't mean that we're going to give you a grant. It's just to see how we can help you out with it. So I usually like try to make that disclaimer. So, but yeah, if it's something that deserves like a grant, yeah, you could apply and see how it is. But generally, is to know like how we could help you out with what you are working on, and also how maybe if you have like blockers, we could also like help out and all those type of things. So generally, I usually advise people if you have technical issues, we have a developers group chat. You join and share your problem, and everybody there is willing to help you, right? And you also have, and also, yeah, Turbine Q2. I just saw like an announcement that is open. So I don't know, but just do Turbine, honestly. So if you're not able to like get in the first one, I think this second one that is out, apply, get in, get depressed, come back and ship good cool stuff. So so that's basically it. Yeah. So I
Don't
don't
run
know if
from
you guys
hard
have
things.
anything to say, or maybe you think we should just call it today.
Yeah, yeah. On Turbine, don't run from hard things. And the cheat code in Turbine is just show up. That's the best way to get known. There's a
Just
number
click
of
on.
people in classes. Just show up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Media, do you have like any other thing to say before we call it a day?
Not really. Personally, myself, I'm just looking forward to um, and just see how it goes, right? And then the builders meet up in Port Harcourt as well. It's been a while. I saw my brothers in the South, so it will make sense for me to see.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's it.
I think I missed that of Enugu. I don't even know why I missed it, but like everything was just happening all over the place. So I'm definitely not going to be missing out that of Port Harcourt. So yeah, let's just see how things goes. This is quite interesting but unpopular because it's new and involves using blockchain resources to solve problems. So bioprotocol solves the funding challenge. Oh, cool. We'll see to that. Yeah, but have you guys heard of bioprotocol? I don't know if I'm the only one. I'm not really like too versed
They're
in
the
it.
ones
But
sponsoring this track.
oh, cool. All right. All right, now, so I think we should just call it a day. And yeah, bye, guys.
Bye.